loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Norton. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Gross. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll run on 1st down. It's Norton, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you got 4 the previous week, you were just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
On 1st down, Norton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Chiefs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. To throw on second down. Gross. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Norton, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down now, it's Norton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Gross. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Bobby Brown on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Bunker is on target, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Looking to throw on second down. Gross. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Gross. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 yards remain for second down. Again, it's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Norton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 2nd down. Gross. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and 2, Gross. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down. Gross. Throw left side, completes a Kupp. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Up the middle they go. It's Norton, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Norton, a pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Norton, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw again on second down. Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Ready!
Looking to throw. Gross. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Ready!
On first down, Gross. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
19, Pioneer! Nothing, 19!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle. Chiefs 31-yard line.
And the Rams first down.
Get it!
Now a handoff up the middle.
Norton.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw on second down. Gross. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, it's Norton. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Here we go, set!
They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Hey, 43, 15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 3rd down. Gross connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Norton, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, L.A. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for L.A., their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.